notification.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to 4GwQPodcast episode 149. I am your host, Clownz, tonight because Inferno is out doing Inferno things out of the country and in the country. And we have our usual people on the panel. We have ZPCI Assassin, who's never, ever missed the show and did a fantastic Ice Bucket Challenge. What's up,
my God,
Assassin?
they're still bringing that up. That was centuries ago. And what's up?
And we have the amazing Zebra Fries on with us tonight. What's going on, Taylor?
Hello. I'm really tired.
Well, you know, it's been a tiring week for game news as well. There hasn't really been a lot out there. So tonight we're going to discuss the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Forza 7 reviews are coming out, and what are your demo thoughts if you played it, and Games with Gold versus PlayStation Plus. And without further ado, let's get into this Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer. Have you guys had a chance to see it?
Yep, I have.
And Assassin, what are your thoughts so far?
I wasn't impressed, but I mean, it's a Rockstar game, and I know it's going to be good. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say. I know the game is going to be good. You know, I mean, they don't even have to show us a trailer, and everyone will buy it. So, I'm looking forward to the game. So that's all I need to know. Right.
Wow, that is a two-sentence opinion, Assassin. And I have a feeling this could be the shortest 4GwQPodcast episode ever with that opinion.
Probably.
Well, you're welcome.
Because we also don't have Inferno to fill the gaps.
Yeah, that is very true. He's out there eating some good food out in Portugal that we can't eat here, probably. What do you think of it, Taylor?
I mean, the graphics look great, but it's not... Oh my god, what did I just break? What just happened? Sorry, I'm knocking stuff over in my room
It wasn't that new Switch.
Yeah, no, still don't have that. No, it was a perfume bottle that could have shattered. But
that's not big.
It didn't.
Yeah, no, really.
So, the graphics look impressive so far, but it's not gameplay, so you can't really say anything quite yet.
Yep.
But I wasn't a big fan of the first game, so I'm probably not going to play this one either.
But there's horses
wasn't that interesting.
And people killing people and fun stuff.
No, horses are scary.
Well, maybe they can do like what do they do? Oh man, what was that zombie add-on called, Assassin?
Undead Nightmare.
Yeah,
DLC of the year.
Maybe they could put some Easter eggs and make the horses be zombies in the middle of the game or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, from what I've seen so far, I'm pretty much on the same page with you guys. It's it's pretty much just the CGI. It's not actually in-game footage from what I've really seen. And I mean, Rockstar always makes fantastic cutscenes. It's nothing new. So I feel like a bar hasn't been passed for me when it comes to Rockstar in this one. But the biggest takeaway that bothers me on this is that it's a prequel.
Didn't we know that from the start, though?
Yeah, we did. Well, I think there was rumors, and then they came out and later confirmed it. But how do you guys feel about that?
Well, didn't it, at the end of Red Dead, it was getting more like in that civilization, more cars and bigger cities and stuff. So, I mean, it's probably good that they went back. Prequel, I wish, they left John Marston and all that stuff in one game and then had like Red Dead something, not Red Dead Redemption 2, make its own separate type of game like they did with Red Dead Revolver and Red Dead Redemption. Just continue that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a Rockstar game and it's going to be good. So,
Taylor, what do you think about it being, a prequel?
Yeah, I feel like it's weird when you name a prequel 2, or you give it a number value later on, because it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But so it really should have been named something else, and it would have been fine. But naming it 2 is a little weird.
You know, I've actually seen some comments on Twitter and various forums where people were talking about that, like, you know, hardcore fans of the series. They wanted to know why would you call it 2 because you're implying that it's a sequel to the first one instead of like a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they're on the same page with you guys on that. And, you know, I'm just not a big fan of prequels, and I think that's because of Hollywood. All the movies that we see that come out are prequels or just never as
terrible.
Yeah, they're never as good as like being a sequel, and sequels aren't even as good as the first one.
Oh yeah. J Street makes a good point. When they get the name, people know that name, and it will sell. Like if you name it Red Dead Hippos or something, you know, that's not going to sell much as Red Dead Redemption 2, even if it's going to be the same game.
Yeah, that is a very good point, J Street. I mean, I could see that because there's probably people that played it, you know, and memorized that they played the first one, and then they may have completely forgot, you know, what the names of the characters were, and they're trying to get back into it, going to GameStop or wherever, and they'll see this big Red Dead Redemption 2, and it might be a way to just pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could see that. It makes complete sense. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say about it. Yeah, it's just a trailer right now, and hopefully more stuff comes out. Stuff gets, I don't want to say I hope stuff gets leaked on it, but I kind of want to see more in a way, if that makes sense.
We'll probably see more.
I want to see gameplay on it.
Yeah, I have a feeling we might see gameplay in December. I think that's when Sony has their conference thing. I believe it's in December, or in the Video Game Awards. Yeah, they always have some type of showing there of games, so I have a feeling we might see something there.
Yeah, good point. Because I mean, that's almost right around the corner, basically.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't really want to keep Assassin waiting because we all know he's probably the world's biggest Star Wars fan. So I just wanted to get right into the next one. The Star Wars Battlefront 2 trailers have been coming out. I think this latest one's like 7 minutes plus. Assassin, go ahead, take it away and tell us your thoughts.
So they released a trailer, everything like in Star Wars Battlefront 2, this is Star Wars Battlefront 2. They had John Boyega, aka Finn, from the movies, and they basically gave us a shit ton of stuff. I think a little bit too much information was put in this trailer, but then again, this first one, you know, kind of, you know, gave people the wrong, you know, idea that, you know, this game might be worse than the first one or whatever. So like I got some notes here, and I'll just go down through it, some of them at least. But like they went to saying like Star Wars Battlefront 1 had 4 locations. This one has 28 from across episode 1 through 7. They go on to say, you know, in the first game there was 6 heroes. This one now has 14. You know, vehicles, there was 11 in the first game. Now this one has a huge amount of 39. Like that, just from that alone, that's a lot more content than the first game. And then, you know, they go on to saying some other things like their new arcade offline split screen, you know, test your ability type thing, which no one probably will ever play here on the podcast. And then, you know, they did some beta details, which we'll be playing some Starfighter Assaults, Galactic Assaults, Strike, which is their small AV8 game mode, and some arcade. But I mean, just to take away from this, the first one had like no content. This one's like, sorry, we fucked up. Here's a shit ton of content, and go nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that too. Like, I really hope, you know, the content's good and it lasts. I think with the first one, you know, after a little while, people kind of got like played out on it. I thought it was good, however.
Yeah.
Once they took the rockets away, it got worse, though. We all know that.
I got a lot better.
It definitely got worse now. But in this one, I don't know. I didn't hear you bring this up, Assassin, but are the characters, like the special characters, pretty much the same? Any changes to them? Anything that you know of?
Well, I know from the ones that we know of, like we know of Darth Maul, Boba Fett, Kylo Ren, Han Solo, Rey, Luke Skywalker, Yoda, Princess Leia, Finn and Captain Phasma is coming in their free season DLC, probably shortly after launch. And from what like people are saying, like they're not like, they're more what's the word I'm looking for? They're more like they're powerful, but not as powerful as the first one, but they feel, a lot better, when you play them than the first game, I guess is the best way to word it. So hopefully with a lot of these heroes, and each hero has their own spaceship, which can go into, their flying modes, is going to be balanced.
Yeah, I mean, when we started playing the flight stuff in the first one, it kind of felt off, like the three different stages of, the rounds or whatever they call it.
Yep.
I kind of felt thrown off by it, and I thought that at times it felt like the TIE fighters were more OP, and then at other times it felt like, the X-Wings and stuff are more OP. So I really hope this is balanced, and I don't think Taylor's had a chance to see the trailer, but did you like the first one, Taylor?
Battlefront?
Yep.
Never played it.
Shame on you.
I'm not a Star
Get
Wars
out of
person.
here. Just go. They're not allowed here anymore.
Yeah,
Just
like,
leave.
I'm not a Star Wars person, so why? You're horrible for this conversation.
Non-believer.
Sorry.
Maybe
least I'm
Assassin can con you into playing it one day. No, I mean, but
trying, it's not working.
It does look really good. I will say that. I am excited for it. I can't wait for it to come out. This is a game that I've been looking forward to. I still think the first one has more potential, and I wish they would have added more stuff to it. But I'm hoping everything that they did wrong in the first one, is way better in this one. And it's so popular and so awesome that maybe Taylor will play it with ZPCI Assassin in the future.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the person I'm game shared with, I'm pretty sure, though, I'll have it for free at least.
There you go. Play it. That's the only game you should play for the rest of your life.
Assassin, you gotta play with me, and you gotta teach me.
I mean, you don't want Assassin getting Kylo Ren on you, do you?
I don't play those games.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
No, Reezy will probably make me play it a lot.
Good. Listen to him. He knows good games, apparently.
And Assassin, did you bring up the beta details on this one?
I brought it up briefly. So if anyone knows, if you pre-order by Monday, October 2nd, I think that's Monday. Well, anyways, October 2nd, you get it a few days earlier on October 4th. If you don't pre-order, I think it's the 6th, which is, it's going to be like 8 in the morning, I think UK time or something on those days. But we'll be able to play their Galactic Assault, which is like their multi-stage objective-heavy game mode, which looks fantastic. If you want more information on that type of thing, they have like all the Galactic Assault locations, which sound totally fucking insane, on their website. They have Starfighter Assault, which is like that, the Galactic Assault, but it's in space. Then they have Strike, which is, like I said, their 8v8 objective-heavy game mode, and then arcade mode.
And I think, once the beta comes out and we actually get to play it, I know Assassin will definitely, get all the facts on this and be very detailed on it, because he's the most thorough, knowledgeable person probably in the Star Wars universe that I have ever met. So I'm sure we'll get a good scoop of it here, what to look for, what's not right. And according to Assassin, what may be canon, what may not be canon. I don't even know what that officially means, but Assassin does. So yeah, we'll get that up for you guys as well. And there's really another huge game that's about to come out. Some reviews are out already, and the demo's been out. I don't know if Taylor's played the demo on this one, because I know she's been busy with work, but I know Assassin I have. It's Forza 7. I know everybody's looking forward to this game. Almost every Xbox fan is. So Assassin, what is your thoughts?
So I've been playing a lot of Forza 6 this week. and on and off of the Forza 7 demo, and just comparing each two games. Forza 7 looks extremely amazing, like at least graphically and gameplay wise. Like when you first start the demo, they had that weird camera. I recommend turning that off. It ruins the entire game for you, so turn that off. But once you get into the races, especially when on the Nürburgring with the Nissan with the weather effects turned on, the game is phenomenal looking, especially with the HDR that's enabled on it. Oh my god, best looking game on the Xbox so far, as someone put in one of the reviews for the game. Totally agree with that.
Yeah, I think the game has won so many awards already that there's really no challenge to this game. And I know Gran Turismo is coming out soon and whatnot, but I'm not saying this as a fan, because I have ups and downs with Forza, and as I can tell you that some moments I like it, some moments I get bored of it.
Yeah.
But I just think that Forza in general is so well made that it's the best racing simulator out there. Even Horizon is amazing. There's nothing can come.
Sorry, I tried to control sneeze.
Oh, I thought you were trying to laugh at that. I was going to say, what's going on with you, Tony?
No, I was trying to control sneeze and mute my mic before it came out, and it didn't work.
I mean, I know you might, like Mario Kart more than Forza, but have you played the Forza 7 demo?
No. I get home and I'd go to bed. Work's been exhausting. We just moved offices. And so we were partially the movers yet again. So this past week or so has just been exhausting.
Oh, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Well, I got my wish. I'm working 7 to 4 now, and I'm work a half hour away from home instead of an hour plus.
Nice.
Oh, so more time for gaming.
Yep, like
Exactly.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta next week.
Yeah, but more time for gaming and more time for working on YouTube. But that's another thing.
What's your general thought on Forza, like for the series?
I've played like really early Forza games, like on the 360, because my dad had them, and that was the first place I ever played an Xbox, was my dad's. And so as a series, I actually kind of like it. I like racing games to an extent, because along with Halo 3, those were my first experiences on an Xbox.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I probably will actually get it just because I like racing games every now and then. But I just haven't had time to even look at the demo.
Well,
to be honest, I didn't know a demo was out already.
Well, the Forza 7, if you ever get it, it might take you a while to download it. I don't know how good your internet is, but it's 95 gigs.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I know, right?
I needed an external drive.
Yeah, and that's not even the Xbox One X. I can only imagine what the Xbox One X version install size is going to be.
I literally need an external drive for that.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't get Forza then.
Well, the reviews have been coming in, and they seem really positive. I've seen, some smaller sites are saying it's like the best game that they've ever played, and then other sites are rating it at least a 7 out of 10. I kind of think this deserves higher than a 7 out of 10 from what I've seen so far. And I'm not saying that to be biased. I'm saying that because I just think they put so much work into this game, and it looks fantastic, that it surpasses a 7. But it's always hard to beat yourself when you make the bar the standard. So I could see why some people put that. Yeah, but the reviews are fantastic. I'm sure next week, once everything's aggregated properly, we'll be able to see what the final scores are.
Yeah, so far on Metacritic, it doesn't have a score yet, but the ones that are on there, I think 90 was the lowest, and it was 98 and then 100 by Windows Central. But not saying that they're a bad place to review, but they always seem to review Xbox games higher. Like Recore. Terrible game, by the way.
Yeah, well, let's hope that this doesn't get the scores that Record got, right, Assassin?
Oh my god, if Forza 7 got the scores as Recore got, ooh, that wouldn't be good for Forza.
Well, we are coming up to October, and there's
Yep.
a little disappointing for me this month, and I'll list this off. We got games with gold, right? And I don't know if you've seen the list yet, Taylor, but
Yeah, I've seen it.
okay. So we got Gone Home Console Edition, The Turn Test, Rayman 3 HD, and Medal of Honor Airborne. This is October, guys. We're coming into Halloween season, and usually they try to get games that are a little bit more scary or a little bit more suspense. But I just feel like Xbox kind of slacked on this one.
The leaked version looked a lot better, even though the biggest games on there we owned.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Assassin. I wasn't happy with the leaked ones, 100%, but I feel like that they were a better choice than what we actually got.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this?
All the games suck except Medal of Honor. I always wanted to play another Medal of Honor game. The only one I think I've ever played, no, I played two. It was the reboot Medal of Honor. It was on the 360, I forget. And then I think it was on the PS3. It came with one of the first Medal of Honor games. I forget what it was called, but it was really old. I played that, and I enjoyed both of those. So I'm kind of looking forward to the Medal of Honor game. It'll probably suck because it seems like it's one of the last ones that they made, and they must have sucked big time if they had to reboot the series years later.
Yeah, I'm not, I was never a big fan of Medal of Honor. I'll check it out for the achievements. Gone Home is really the only one that I was interested in playing. I just don't think it's enough to be like an amazing game with gold, though. I don't see the hype with it. Taylor, what do you think?
Well, I'm gonna be the complete opposite. I actually really enjoy kind of games that are like Gone Home and the Turing Test. So I'm actually pretty excited with games with gold. But those are also types of games that I really enjoy playing. I like the more psychological stuff and stuff where you really have to think and you have to kind of figure it out. So
yeah,
personally, I'm excited.
Do you think you'll check out Rayman 3 HD and Medal of Honor Airborne?
Probably not.
What? Not Rayman?
No.
Shame on you.
Probably not.
I mean, who doesn't love Rayman as a character,
No.
I guess we have a Nintendo fan who doesn't.
Yeah.
Poor Rayman.
Shame on a non-believer.
Poor Rayman. But I mean, it is free,
Sorry.
Taylor. I mean, it does. Are you gonna add it to your collection?
Yeah, if it's free, it depends on how much room I have, because at the end of this month, we're getting Assassin's Creed, so I need room for that.
We'll just put it in your ready and install list, and then when if Assassin's Creed, is terrible, which I hope it's not.
You stop that.
I said I hope it's not, but if it is,
don't be negative.
Flying bird simulator. But go on.
Okay, last time I'd seen a
You are a
Assassin's
negative
Creed
Nancy
trailer.
to begin with.
There is a flying bird or two, but it's not like you're flying and the hidden blades are on the feathers and you're flying down and just stabbing people. Like I don't think it's that game.
Well, they said that you can, they said that you can actually use the bird anywhere you want. Just drop the bird out, kind of like you could in Wildlands with the drones.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't have to use the bird. You could just say, "Bird, you're dead to me," and never use it, and make it feel all useless and alone.
While we're on the topic of Assassin's Creed, and I know you guys are really excited for the Assassin's Creed, and I am not.
Shame
But
on you.
they did announce a new mode coming to this Assassin's Creed. The Tour of Egypt, where you can actually go off the main game and learn stuff about Egypt. Did you guys hear about that?
I heard
I have not.
something about it's going to be educational. I didn't read into it because it said educational, and that seemed really boring to read. Now in game could be different, because you don't really hit to read it, but listening to it could be a different story. It could be very boring, depending on if it's if you have to read it or someone who's voicing whatever is very boring. But it could be interesting.
I mean, Taylor, what do you think about that? While we're on the topic, what do you think about the history mode to this Assassin's Creed Origins?
I mean, it's an interesting idea for sure. I would not expect that out of Assassin's Creed for the way that they just kind of distort history to fit the universe. But I mean, for them to actually go through and do that, that's really cool. Not Egypt anyway, so I might be a little biased in this.
Yeah, I wish they did it with the great Roman culture, but we get it with the Egyptian culture. So,
oh my god!
I mean, it is. I will say this. I think it's
Get
kind of
out.
neat. I think it's kind of neat that they are doing this. It'll make me want to rent it at least and go through the educational walkthrough.
You buy it? Yeah, I agree. You should do that. Buy it.
No, but I will tell you what I will be playing, Rayman 3 HD. That I will be playing.
Will be the first game you play on the Xbox One X.
I think it should be. I think you're right. I think I should just not play Cuphead until Xbox One X, but play Rayman 3 HD first.
Yep. Best way to play.
But, I mean, in other news, you look at the PlayStation Plus stuff coming out, and they're getting, it seems like, better stuff. They're getting Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, Amnesia Collection. They're also getting Monster Jam Battlegrounds for the PS3, Hustle Kings PS3, U for PlayStation Vita cross-buy with PS4, and Skyforce Anniversary PS Vita cross-buy with PS4, PS3. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, the two that are cross-buy with the Vita, not just because I have a Vita, but I'm kind of excited for this because U is like that indie smash that was a lot of fun for a lot of people. And I think it's cool that PlayStation's putting it out there for free. And Skyforce Anniversary, I played that on Android, and I thought that was pretty good. It reminded me like of the, what you call it, those old school Capcom games. Like I think, I want to say, I'm probably saying the name wrong, but Battle something 1942 or just 1942. But I like those kind of games. What do you guys think about this?
The PlayStation Plus games blow Xbox away. I think I never beat Metal Gear Solid 5 because there was a huge issue at launch with the controller, but I thought it was a pretty good game. And Amnesia, I heard a lot of people like it, and I've never had a chance to play it because it was only a computer game, at least to my knowledge, and that would have been a game I would love to play. But I don't have a PS4.
I mean, hopefully one day, Assassin, you get another PS4, and I hope that we get to the point where you can get a PS4.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to win one from Taco Bell. I'm waking up like 2 a.m, entering a code, thinking, oh, no one's going to be up at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. entering one of these codes. Maybe, just maybe I could win. Nope. Someone's beating me to the punch.
Yeah, that's terrible. Maybe you have to do it at like an odd time, like 4:15 a.m. in the morning.
Well, I'm doing it like 3:29 in the morning, 3:45 in the morning. I'm thinking, like Pacific time, because they're 2 hours behind us. So, like, I don't want to do it like 2 because it'd be like midnight there. Maybe drunk people want Taco Bell, or same thing with like 1 in the morning. Like, drunk people might want to talk about, like, so I'm trying to do weird hours, but never seems to work.
Taylor, what do you think about this lineup?
As far as like the main two, PlayStation kind of beats Xbox. Forgot what the name of the company was for a second. That was weird. But it's like for them to get, I'm just blanking on names right now. They're getting Amnesia and something else, but for them to get two huge titles, that's Xbox kind of just took a huge hit on that.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, I kind of agree, and I'm not one to go out and buy PS Plus, but I had a fantastic trade in at GameStop recently, so I ended up with like more money than I knew what to do with. Shout out to Drunk Alcoholic Cat on Twitter for helping me with this.
Send some this way, yeah.
But I ended up picking up PS Plus for like 3 months. And I'm glad because I'm going to get to add these games to my library. And in the future, when Assassin gets the PS4, he'll get to play them one day. Maybe 10 years from now, but he'll get to play them.
Yeah, when PS 1000 is going to be out and we're going to be, playing on the moon or something.
On the moon? Well, that's not a bad idea for October, playing on the moon. Some horror games.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it just, it really stinks that there's not a lot of gaming news right now, guys. And I wish there was more, but we're not the type of people to take titles and go crazy with them. We just want to tell you the honest truth of what's going on. And I'm checking to see if there's anything new. And besides this PS Plus versus games with gold, there's just really not a whole lot out there, except one big thing coming out Friday. Do we know what that is?
Forza 7 Ultimate Edition. Oh.
You are funny, Assassin.
Well, it is coming out tomorrow.
I'm excited for Cuphead.
Well, yeah, Cuphead's going to be the indie game of the year. That's a thing.
That's right, yeah.
Probably.
Cuphead.
I'm excited.
Do you have it pre-ordered?
I've been so excited for this game since it was announced. It just looks awesome.
Yeah, I think as fans of this, everyone's been waiting. Yeah, we have it pre-ordered. We were hoping to get to play it early, but we didn't have the opportunity. But we will be playing it tomorrow. So I can't wait. I'm ecstatic about this game.
Do you remember that other indie game that's on Into the Shadows?
Yeah, I remember that we talked about it because Inferno, I think he met the developers at E3, and you and him were talking about it.
Yep, he got them to follow me on Twitter.
Yep.
I was excited. I was very happy about that.
Are they releasing soon?
I've been getting... I can't remember. I'm logging into my email right now because I don't remember. But I'm like every time I get an update from them, I get so excited. We just have a recent one too. Where is it? Give me 1 second. My computer's being really slow.
While you're looking that up, I was checking on Twitter at what people are saying about Cuphead so far, other journalists, and Bear Claw was playing it. Shout out to him. I think his death count's up to like 146 now. So he's dying a lot, but he's having fun playing it.
Yeah,
and
the question is, though, are we going to be good enough to beat the extremely tough tutorial as we've seen all over the internet from those review guys?
I don't know. I mean, it could be quite difficult.
Oh, yeah, that jump and dash and reading words. Ooh, difficult.
So small... This is his email out to everyone. Hey everyone, small update to tell you that I will have to push the release date to October 13th, and that's on Steam and GOG.com. It's gonna take, I think he said, another month for console release just to get it approved by Xbox and PlayStation. I believe that's what he said. I can't find that one.
I mean, that's still coming up close, though. I mean, October is nearly around the corner, and even if it takes another month from there, it's November.
Yeah. I mean, even if I get it January, I'll be happy. This game has me so excited. I love indie games so much, honestly.
Yeah, and that's something with Cuphead. I just want to bring that up. Cuphead is an indie game by, like a very small studio. I think I could be wrong.
By like two brothers, pretty much.
Yeah.
They just brought a couple other people on to help with development or something, right? But two brothers pretty much did all of the design.
Yep.
For it.
Nope.
And it's an indie game with fantastic hand-drawn animated art. It takes a lot of talent to draw that frame by frame like that and be consistent and stick through with it through all these years. And it's being advertised like it's a AAA blockbuster. That's how much.
I know.
I mean, that's how much that Xbox has invested in this game because they believe in it. And I had the opportunity to talk to Phil in a party chat one day, and he was just going off about Cuphead, about how awesome it looked, and he couldn't wait for it to come out for all the fans to get to play it. And as soon as he mentioned it, I started looking this game up. I am excited. I feel like a little kid at Toys R Us waiting, for that Super NES to drop, and just going out and buying it. I feel like a little kid that excited, for the.
I want one so bad.
To get that for Cuphead. That's how excited I am for Cuphead.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we haven't seen like a video game like this, at least that I know of, that looks like those old cartoons. I didn't personally grow up with, but a lot of people probably grew up with, and we haven't seen anything on TV, anything like that. So for some people, it could be like you wake up on Saturday, you play Cuphead. It'll be like you're waking up watching those cartoons. Not. Those type of cartoons, except this one's going to brutally punish you and make you cry like a little baby. But, you know what I mean? It looks fantastic.
Oh, also, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, quarter one of 2018 for In the Shadows. I think he was saying in some of the updates he was having some difficulty getting console ones to run, and so he decided to take a step back and focus on the PC version, get that out, and then he'll focus hardcore on console.
It makes sense.
Just a quick thing.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
I mean, that's soon. I'm still probably going to get it on Steam, and I have the Xbox code. I signed up for that when I did the backing for him. So I'll probably just get it on Steam so I can play it earlier.
Nice.
And speaking of the Super NES Mini, since we brought that up briefly, I know that we're jumping from topic to topic. It's just that, guys, again, I apologize. There's just not a whole bunch of gaming news out there, and we're just sticking to what we know. So
we don't have anything to keep us on track.
Yeah,
that's true too. Here's some weird news. Okay, I was reading my Twitter, and I follow a lot of different underground developers and scene hackers and stuff like that work in the industry. And somebody, and I don't have any verification if this is true or not, so it's just weird news and it's a rumor right now, but somebody claims to have gotten into the Super NES Mini and looking at the log files in there, and there's a note that the developers left in the NAND. It says, "Enjoy this Mini, disconnect from the present, and go back to the 90s." What do you guys think about that?
Okay. What was the point of them putting that in there?
Because they knew people were going to hack it.
Yes, assassin.
It seems like a waste of time. At least for me, it just seems like a waste of time.
I mean, they knew they were going to hack it, so they were just like, hey, for you hackers, take a minute and just enjoy the games.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, I would do that as a developer.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun. I mean, in the older days when companies didn't get so mad when people tweaked around their stuff, their game files, I mean, developers have left notes like that in the past, to be funny. And I think if somebody at Nintendo did do this, it's kind of hysterical. It's, saying like, hey, let's disconnect from the games today and just enjoy some old school retro game. And as we know that Assassin enjoys like Mega Man immensely, like old school retro, right, Assassin?
I think I've only played Mega Man once, and it was when they brought that collection to the Xbox One. Played like 10 minutes and I'm like, nah, there's better things in the world than this crap. And then probably went on to bigger and better things.
You are such a negative Nancy.
What? Because I didn't like Mega Man, and I probably went to, like, no.
I can see now Assassin's going to be streaming Cuphead, as soon as he gets his dashboard to work. And he's going to be like, okay, see you guys later.
No.
You don't think?
No.
You don't think you'll get so mad at the game?
What's going to happen is I'm going to hit stream and my console's going to lag so much that it's going to be unplayable.
Yeah, I mean, well, right now, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Until it's patched.
I'm so ragey when I game and I lose. Cuphead's a horrible game for me to play. But I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm just going to hate myself, and it'll be fine.
Too bad it's what was it? No online co-op, because then they scale it up to make it harder. Get some few people in there, and it'll be even harder for you.
There's no online co-op?
No, not at
launch.
There is. Not at launch.
Oh, I mean, I have 2 controllers. I can make Megan play it with me. That'd be really fun.
There you go. Got a YouTube video.
Because she doesn't even know how to use a freaking Xbox controller to begin with.
Wow.
So,
Professor X wants to know.
That'll be fun.
What's your Twitter, Assassin?
Yeah, put it in whatever chat. If I can type my name right.
Is there an underscore or a space in it?
I got it.
Okay.
I accidentally pushed a button and put a B and V and trying to find a space bar.
One other thing I wanted to bring up before we end the show tonight, and again, I apologize, everybody, a little off track, but it's something that kind of bugs me a little bit, and I know it's been bothering Assassin. We're both alpha members of the Dashboard Alpha program, and lately, I mean, it's been really great. A lot of stuff Xbox has been doing has been fantastic. But Assassin, you want to talk about anything that's going on with you?
Oh my god. Where do I start? Well, now one of the things they're fixing today, we've been having serious party issues of it just randomly saying we're connecting, disconnecting, we leave party, blah, all that random bullshit that we've seen for the past since the console launched. And they're finally fixing it, supposedly. But now, I've had an issue when the Ghost Recon Wildlands beta for the multiplayer was out. My console would literally just lag a shit ton. Like I was playing GTA, or no, it was Destiny at the time, and I could not connect to any servers. I could not literally play a game because the game would run so slow that there was no point of being on Xbox. And then I just immediately uninstalled that game, which the game's terrible anyway, so no one should be playing it. But now I'm having an issue when I join, like, let's just say clownz in a party. We'll play Minecraft, or we played Fortnite today with some people. I have the same issue. Now that's with almost every game I've been playing, and it's so annoying. But that's the issues. I mean, that's what you get for being an alpha preview.
I mean, no, that's correct. I mean, we went to the preview program knowing that, we could experience bugs, and our job is to give feedback. And the unfortunate thing with this bug is that it's very hard to give feedback because you try to hit the guide button and the menus.
Oh my god! Yeah,
you can't.
Yeah, I was playing some Black Ops 3 Zombies with one of my friends. I would hit the Xbox button, nothing. I would hit it another 1,000 times, nothing. And then immediately it would show up. But it would like it would just be the background, like the gray background. So you can't see anything, you can't move anything. You're just sitting there, and you're like, "Huh? How do I get out of this?" And then you hold the Xbox button, which then screws everything up, or you try to spam B, which nothing happens. So you're just sitting there. And if you're in a multiplayer game, you know, obviously it doesn't stop, you know, in the background. So you're just sitting there probably getting killed.
Yeah, so if you guys are experiencing this, know that it is right now other people in the dashboard preview program are having this issue. So it's not your Xbox like hard drive slowly dying. With me, what would happen is I'd be in party chat, try to play a game, the game would start lagging, and it'd feel like the game was freezing or glitching, and then party chat would like disconnect, reconnect, disconnect, and then it finally like fully disconnect, and you can't leave the party because you hit the guide button. Your whole thing would freeze, then the game would freeze, and then you're waiting for the guide to come back up, and it takes like anywhere between 1 to 3 minutes. It's really slow, and there's no way to do feedback on it. So, you know, a couple people I know reached out on Twitter to Xbox to let them know that I was having this issue, and I think Xbox will be addressing it. I just don't know when the patch will be. But in the meantime, I didn't want to de-enroll from the preview program, and since I'm such a fan of the system, I don't make fun of me guys, but I went out and got an Xbox One S on the old dashboard to play.
Wow.
And I'm getting the X, November. So I just got now I got a day one edition Xbox One S, and I'll be getting the X.
There you go.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I'm also in the preview program. I'm not having nearly as many issues as you guys seem to be having.
What ring are you in?
I don't know. That's a good question.
So if you're in beta or delta, you've had builds probably that we've had for, months or weeks.
Hopefully, by the time you guys
either,
tell her.
I think I'm at least beta. I might be alpha, though. I'm not 100%. I haven't checked it.
If you were alpha, you'd be having our issue. So hopefully you are beta.
Here's the thing. I also haven't turned on my Xbox in a while.
Oh, that's true.
Like this last week is like the first time that I've turned my Xbox on. So, there was a point where no matter what I did, like I would play Skyrim for like 10 minutes and then it force closed the game a couple times, and then I would just give up because I was like, I'm not trying to fight technology tonight. I'm just gonna go to bed instead.
Yeah.
But I did have a couple instances like that, like a month ago or so. About a month ago, where I would try and play something and then it would just kind of force quit on me. But I haven't had any problems this last week. I got disconnected from party chat once, and that's because my internet. I'm pretty sure. That one was an internet issue because everyone else stayed in the party. And everyone else I was in the party with is in the preview program.
Yeah, the big issue I was having that got me so mad is that I was playing Rainbow Six Siege in ranked, and I had a really good team, and being a high level like Plat 3, where Assassin almost was one day. When you lose communication in a ranked match, it kind of gets difficult, especially when the game freezes on you. And sadly now I'm a gold 3, but trying to go back up there.
That sucks.
Yep.
Hence the frustration.
That's why you just take a long ass break like I'm doing, and you never go back to the game for like 8 months.
Terrible idea, Assassin. I can't recommend that to anybody.
I do recommend that if you're very bored and you don't want to touch the game, don't come back to it for another 8 months. A lot has changed. It's a lot more fun.
Wasn't there a point where you wanted to be on a pro gaming team?
No, you guys were harassing me saying I should go.
I don't recall it that way.
You guys were harassing me.
I recall Assassin saying, "Hey, I should be pro. I'm so good at this."
No, you and what was it? Tom's son are like, your MLG should try out for lethal or some stupid shit. Like, Not saying they're stupid, but you know what I mean. Some stupid esports thing.
Yeah, I know you're not in esports. I know that's what you mean.
You know, it's the worst thing video games has ever
But
done.
we guys don't fear out there in video game land. We will get Assassin some type of pro team, even if it's like on Splatoon 2. We will try to get him on a pro team.
Minecraft Pro Sand Digger.
What?
Minecraft esports team. We're Pro
Okay.
Sand Digger. There you go. I'll dig all the sands.
Well, do you guys have any final thoughts on this week's topics?
Play Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta next week. And enjoy it or else. That's not a
And
threat.
enjoy it or else.
That's not a threat. Just enjoy it. Because it's going to be fun.
No, trust me. If it's coming from Assassin about Star Wars, it's a threat.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Assassin. You know, Jedi or Sith Lord?
What about them?
Which side would you choose, Jedi or Sith Lord?
Sith Lord all the way. They have the cool toys.
You're right, Taylor. It is a threat. We should
Yeah, I
all be
know.
very afraid.
You don't see the Jedi with, Death Stars or, things that blow up other shit. They have like clones.
No, because they're not evil.
Yeah, but they could be if they weren't wimps.
That proves my point that it was a threat.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not a threat.
Yeah.
It's a friendly suggestion.
That turned into a threat.
No, that turned into a recommendation of a great game.
Next week
Nah,
on
it's just
Four
a
Guys
straight
with
up
Quarters, ZPCI, Assassin, and Taylor will battle it out to see who wins, the Sith Lords or the Jedis.
Seth,
Probably the Sith Lord.
I think you're right.
If I'm the Jedi, the Sith Lords are winning.
Well, guys, I'm out of topics. It's been a dry week and not a whole lot going on. And when Inferno gets back, 10,000 things will magically pop up, I'm sure.
yeah.
And we'll stay on topic.
And
not
we will
jump-
stay on topic.
And the podcast will be like 3 hours long.
And Assassin will play Siege, and he will be in ranked, and he will be
Nope.
protein. Yep. All right, guys. Hope everybody has a great week.
And Battlefront's Wednesday.
It's a wrap for episode 149. Thank you all for coming out, watching the show. Oh, and by the way, I will be adding our affiliate links down below in the description. So if you shop through those, it doesn't change any of your shopping habits, but it will help contribute a little bit towards the show. We really do hope with the sales season coming up that you guys find some good deals on there, and hopefully we can do some giveaways. Well, check you back next week when Inferno's back, and have a great weekend.
Bye.